Hi all, this is B. Kannagi working as Associate Professor in Department of Electronics and Communication of R.M.K College of Engineering and Technology. Today I have come to present about an introduction of industrial safety. Safety in simple says search for hazards, analyze the risk, find the cause, eliminate the cause, tell others that you are safe. Everyone can think, what is the necessity of studying about industrial safety, that too being an ECE engineer? Why and what makes the need for studying the subject called industrial safety? So as we all know that present day industries are becoming more and more complex because they have to meet the requirement of increased production rate, high efficiency and optimization. Huge investments are incurred. So any negligence at any stage, starting from concept stage to design, erection, operation, can result into disaster, loss of human lives and huge production losses, etc. Accordingly, safety aspects deserve serious attention. So today when you say about safety, safety is an integral part of any industry. Even if a single employee neglects safety aspect, it can lead to serious problem for everybody. To meet such needs of industries, the subject of safety, health and environment has attained significant importance. So any neglect in these aspects can prove very costly. So the engineers are therefore expected to have first-hand knowledge of industrial safety. Keeping this requirement in view, an attempt has been made to present a basic information about industrial safety in this presentation. So as I said earlier, so today safety is an integral part of any industry. So neglecting safety at any stage will be leading to a very big accidents. So here we can see that it's just an example of a major industrial accident that has happened at Vizag on May 7th, 2020. Similar to this, there are several major industrial disasters that has already happened, and for example I have sorted out some industrial disasters in the slide here. This is the most this is the most affected tragedy. It has affected the people of Bhopal, and even today the effect of this tragedy is felt in this area. So that is Bhopal gas tragedy 1984 and Chasnala mining disaster in 1975, Jaipur oil depot fire in 2009, Korba chimney collapse in 2009, Mayapuri radiological incident in 2010, Bombay docks explosion in 1944 and Sivagasi firecracker factory explosion in 2012. So I have just displayed only some examples of the major industrial disasters here. So when safety is an integral part of any industry, even a single employee neglects safety aspect, it can lead to various problems for everybody. It is therefore essential that foolproof safety systems be designed and incorporated, people trained adequately, checks and counter checks made to ensure implementation of safety. As losses due to any accident can be surmountable, it is important that top management gets involved and shows full commitment towards implementation of safety. So in present context, it is not only sufficient to take care of safety, but other two interrelated aspects, namely health, that is well-being of employees, and environment, are also attached equal importance and consideration. So all these three elements, that is safety, health and environment, are interrelated and affect each other. For instance, if health of employees is not given due record, it may lead to accidents. So if industry pollutes the environment around workplace, it will ultimately affect health of employees, which may ultimately affect production. Each industry has certain obligations towards keeping good environment and also towards health of people. It is only if health and environment are in control that safety in industry can be ensured. So when we see the statistics of disasters in India, we can see that the major disaster is due to only industries. So the accident rate due to industries also, it's an ever growing chart. So it is reported that in every 20 seconds of every working minute of every hour throughout the world, someone dies. Someone dies as a result of an industrial accident. So when we say about accidents, accidents can be classified as minor, moderate, major and disaster. Minor, where there is no loss of life. Moderate, when there is injury but no loss of life and property. And major is where there is loss of life. And disaster is where there is extensive loss of property as well as life. So when you say about safety, safety is freedom from danger or risk. So we can classify safety as road safety, health safety and industrial safety. So when we come to know, that is when we say about what is safety and what is its significance. Here, life and health are most precious. So safety denotes continuing and healthful living without injury. Safety is freedom from harm or danger of harm. The word safety also refers to the precautions people take to prevent accidents, harm, danger, loss and air, water, environment pollution. So safety deals with improvements in working conditions for better health. Safety is important to everyone and at every stage of activities, and at all times safety first. Safety is necessary wherever and at all times, in homes, on roads, in offices, public places, while traveling, in working in industry. So industry has more hazardous situations and activities than home or an office. So many persons work as a team in an industry, and safety is of interest to every individual, group of individuals and the total organization. Every individual in the society and an industrial organization has obligation to organize and establish safety disciplines. So safety management is an essential and important part of industrial management. So management is responsible to provide safe working condition and individual safety. Lapse on the part of management and individuals may result in an accident or disasters. So we can say in simple, industrial safety is primarily a management activity which is concerned with management of events, protection of employees and minimizing hazards. So management is the most responsible to provide safe working condition. So safety management is an essential and mandatory function of industrial management. Accidents and unhealthy situations in industry must be prevented by appropriate actions by management in advance. So we can see that industrial safety can be maintained in any industry by just reducing, controlling and eliminating hazards from the industries or industrial units. So when we speak about the significance of industrial safety, the industrial accidents cause great loss to both the employer and employees in terms of cost of compensation, cost of medical aid, cost of training a new worker, cost of the last time, cost of investigation, supervision and inspections, cost of the government in terms of factory inspectors and public health services, and also cost of spoilage of materials, cost of the damage of machinery, cost of wages payable during injury, cost of loss to the worker and his family. And coming to the objectives of industrial safety, see, the main objectives of industrial safety are to prevent accidents in the plant by reducing the hazard to minimum, to eliminate accident caused work stoppage and lost protection, to achieve lower workmen's compensation, insurance rates, and also to reduce all other direct and indirect cost of accidents, to prevent loss of life, permanent disability and the loss of income of worker by eliminating causes of accidents, and also to evaluate employees' morale by promoting safe workplace and good working condition, and also to educate all members of the organization in continuous state of safety, mindless, and to make supervision competent and intensely safety minded. So when we see that is accidents here, all the accidents that happen in industrial accidents would be the major accidents. So it may be treated as disasters because it leads to huge loss of life as well as property. So here there are some causes of the industrial accidents. So usually industrial accidents are due to unsafe conditions. That is like the job itself, the type of job itself will be very dangerous, and the work schedule allotted for the employee, that would also be unsafe, and the psychological conditions of the persons working in the workplace, and the type of machinery and equipment used in the plant or the workplace or the industries. Okay, then the unsafe acts, unknowingly or knowingly, some of the working acts or the working actions will lead to unsafe environment and other miscellaneous causes. Industrial hazards. Now we will see about industrial hazards. So we have seen that industrial accidents occur due to hazards. Yes, that is we know that if the safety management is not properly provided in any industry, that leads to industrial hazards. So an hazard is any practice, behavior or condition or combination of these that can cause injury or illness to or damage to property. So when you, that is in simple, if we say hazards plus exposure of hazards will lead to accidents. So it affects people, property and processes. So when you look into the classification of industrial hazards can be classified as chemical hazards, mechanical hazards, physical hazards and electrical hazards. Then the last is fire hazards. So if you look into chemical hazards, so we have several hazards due to the chemical properties of the components, that is the chemical components used in the industries. So any chemical can be considered as hazardous by virtue of its intrinsic properties. It can cause harm or danger to humans, property or the environment. So you can say here, you can look into the image, we can come to know that oxidizers, flammables, explosives, toxic chemicals, corrosives and the gases under pressures, carcinogenic chemicals, irritant chemicals and environmental toxic substances. Okay, so all these comes under chemical hazards. Mechanical hazard. So mechanical hazard is any hazard involving a machine or process. So example, motor vehicles, aircrafts and airbags pose mechanical hazards, and compressed gases or liquids can also be considered as a mechanical hazard. Okay, you can see here friction, impact, shearing, high pressure injection, drawing in equipments, entanglement, cutting, crushing and stabbing. So all these are the mechanical hazards, and these hazards are related to the machines in the workplace. And physical hazards. Physical hazard is naturally occurring process that has the potential to create loss or damage. So physical hazards often have both human and natural elements. Electrical hazards. So usually we'll say electrical shock, electrical explosion and electrical burns. So electrical injuries consist of 4 main types: electrocution, electric shock, burns and falls caused as a result of contact with electrical energy. Fire hazards. So fire hazards, we know that fire is due to the chain reaction of oxygen, heat and fuel. Yes, if proper safety precautions are not there in an industry where chemicals and flammable materials are used as raw materials, then it will lead to fire hazards. Thank you. Thank you very much for listening to the introduction of industrial safety. In the next presentations, we can see a detailed explanation of each and every hazard. Thank you one and all.